Kugo Ginjo of the Execution Squad. A group of Fullbringers he was able to gather together. Um, you know, Ichigo approached him trying to get his powers back. Chad was like, Ichigo Kurosaki, he's my friend. I want to help him get his powers back. He's like, cool, I can help him get his powers back. Us Fullbringers were attacked by hollows, early on in our, basically our energy. These abilities manifested so that we could then, protect ourselves and shit, right? So that's what these Fullbringers have. But here's the thing about Kuga Ginjo. Kuga Ginjo used to be, and I think he's also a Bound too. I'm pretty sure that's what this. He has the eyebrows and shit. You gotta remember Car, yeah, y'all. You gotta watch that filler art. But this man, was a Bound, a Fullbringer, and used to be the substitute Soul Reaper, before Ichigo. He's like, they monitoring you on that combat pass. They didn't really trust you. They were monitoring you the whole time, and you don't think that's them trying to like manipulate a situation, and you don't really, you know they don't trust you. They would just they would get rid of you. If you become useless, and it's like, nah, you're the one who's crazy. Kuga Genjo actually took Ichigo's power, some of Ichigo's power, um, absorbed by the combat pass, and he was able to, use Bankai just like Ichigo, and he had some of basically the influence of Ichigo's powers, because like Ichigo is also a has hollow powers too, right? So he had some hollow power after a while, and he was fighting against Ichigo. He was kind of tough. Out of all the people there, he was like out of the foes, the Fullbringers, he was the second most powerful. In my opinion, Tsukushima is actually his abilities are a bit better than him, but Kugo Ginjo is still like running the show. But anyways, um, Kugo Ginjo's strength is a 90%, speed 89%, durability 90%, endurance 88%, intelligence 92%, 92% for his experience, 89 for his close skills, 90 for his range skills, 80 for his recoup, and a 90 for his hacks. Overall power score is at 89% for Kugo Ginjo. Fullbringer, execution leader. But be cool, on the corner. Let me know what you think about Kugo Ginjo in the comments below.